Welcome back, folks. Today's date. Okay, class, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your break.
Yes,
okay.
certainly did.
You did? Right. Now what we're going to be doing, this is our first video on Test B, calculator. Lad, I've distributed 6 calculators out today. Please, folks, remember to bring your own calculator because you need to get used to your own style of calculator for the examination. Okay? Can we just move the board up a bit? So this is the 2008 paper. Okay, let's move up. Get started.
Oh my God,
Okay, that's lovely. Okay, remember, calculators are allowed. Doesn't mean calculator mean you switch your brain off. Still got to use your brain. Join each number to the set of numbers that it belongs to. Okay, 199. Amber, which box does that go to? 199 between which numbers?
1, 0, 1, 2, 100.
MashaAllah, nice and straightforward question. Mr. Yusuf, 73. Where does that go to?
1 to 100.
MashaAllah, excellent. Well done. Okay, we have 1,000. Hafsa, can you help me with 1,000?
Greater than 500.
Greater than 500. Good. Different colour. Right. 224. Khadija, where does 224 go?
2 to 4, 401 to 500.
No. 224. 224.
Oh!
Yes, to that one. Okay. Are we happy with all those answers? Done? Right, can we move the board up, please? Using the very latest technology. Smart board. Okay, that's beautiful. Lovely. So here's a diagram for sorting shapes. One of the shapes is in the wrong place. Put a cross on it. Okay, these are all 3-sided. That's 3-sided right angle. That's 4-sided. This has a right angle. Which one is the wrong one? Idris.
The diamond.
Okay, put a cross on that. Okay, done. Let's move up the board. Okay, go down to in a bit. It goes there. Join each. Here are 2 clock faces. Join each clock face to the correct digital time. Okay, take up a bit more, please. Let's take the board up a bit more. Stop. Lovely. Okay, first time, Mr. Ismail, young man, can you read this clock for me, please? This time.
820.
8:20. So we're gonna join this one there. Okay, the next time, let's have Amber. Can you help me? The next time. This time is what? So just past 340. Thank you, Amber. 340. Let's quickly move on to the next question. That's as easy as it is. That's it. Next question, please. Okay, question number 4. Bottle of milk costs 39p. Cake costs 29p. Ben buys 3 bottles of milk and 6 cakes. How much does he spend altogether? What does the word altogether mean, Idris?
So you add them.
You add them all. Add up this total and this one. So let's see what calculation we're going to put into the calculator. Okay, right. We have 3 bottles of milk, so we're going to have 3 of those. So 3 times by 39. And then we put the plus for the all together. And how many cakes do we buy? Ayla? 6 cakes. So 6 times by 29. Don't put P in there. I want you to type that straight into your calculator as you see there. Especially the new calculators that we have at the moment. Can I just grab one of these calculators? So these are the calculators we're using at the moment. The Casio FX85 GT Plus. These ones use the natural VPAM or natural display. This is one of the best calculators you can have. Please, if you haven't got one of these, buy one of these. You can buy them from Argos.
I've got one.
Good, I know.
Is that
Okay, what do we get from the total of this?
291?
291. 291. Okay, I want you to do the calculation again, but this time put brackets here. Okay, does that make any difference to the answer? So we do the calculation again, but this time we're using brackets.
Same answer.
Same answer, correct. The calculator, that's good for you in terms of you to visualize that. I'm going to do this part first. and then that part second, but the calculator does automatically anyway. So feel free to put brackets in if you find that makes it easy for you to visualize that I've got this part and all of this part in the brackets. Okay? Done? Let's move on to the next question. Okay, we're not hanging about today, we're going to be just doing the questions and moving on. Here are some nets of shapes. Okay, Mr. Ismail, what is the net of a shape? What are we talking about? So we have a shape, we have a net, this big, here, what's that mean, net? Net means a 3D shape that has been flattened out. Okay? For each net, put a tick if it falls to make a pyramid. Okay. Let's move up a bit. Stop there, right. Right, pyramid. What kind of pyramids we have? We have a square base pyramid or we have a triangular base pyramid. So, which ones of those will make a pyramid? Will this make a pyramid?
No.
This one?
Yes.
This one? That will make a...
No.
No. This one?
Yes.
Yes, that's your base. So those two shapes will make our... You haven't got?
Square. We don't have a triangle then.
Okay, it must be the photocopy hasn't brought out your dots. Can you put the dots in, please? If the dots haven't come out on your photocopy, please, can you please put them in, please? Thank you.
No.
Well done. Thank you very much for your cooperation, Hafsa. Appreciate it greatly. As usual, pleasure to be with you. Okay, question number 6. This chart shows the number of cars in a car park at different times on one day. Let's take up a teeny bit, okay, up a bit more. And stop there. Okay, there are 80 cars in the car park when it is full. How many empty spaces were there in the car park at 3 p.m.? So, we know there's 80 cars altogether. So, Amber, how many cars were there at 3 p.m.? So we go to here, and we go across. And that is how many cars?
50.
Okay, Amber, you still thinking? Okay, why is it 50 cars? Hafsa, explain to us. We have 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. We got between 60 and 40 is 20. 20 divided by 4 elements gives you 5 elements. Okay, so we got 50 cars actually there.
Yeah.
And there's supposed to be 80. So the question was, how many empty spaces? So we're going to work out, and the answer is 30 cars. So they gave us 50, supposed to be 80, and the difference is 30. So 50 is not the answer, 50 is part of the working out. Okay, let's move on to the next question, please. Okay, it goes here. Circle all the times when the car park was less than half full. First of all, Hafsa, remind us how many cars were there in the car park, Hafsa?
80.
There were 80. And then 80 divided by 2, Khadija, is what? What's half 80? 40. Thank you. So we are now trying to work out all the times when the car park was less than
40.
Less than 40. Let's take the graph. Let's take the chart. Stop there, please. So let's get 40. Okay, that line you should really do with a ruler. Okay, that's a bit wonky. Okay. So let's get a ruler. We have somebody been playing about with this. Okay. Check the problems with the board, river. Could you be more quickly? That's it. Done. Sorted. Okay, so here's 40 done with the ruler. Now, this is going to be less than 40. So what about this one? Is that okay?
Yes.
And this one?
Yes.
And this one?
Yes.
Okay, so how many times should it be? I've done my circling on the chart. You need to do yours on the answer part. Have you circled on the answer part?
Yes.
Have you circled yours, Khadija? Okay, what are you waiting for? Okay, let's take it up. Take it back down again. So what times did we say? Can you repeat the times to me, please, on here? 10, 12, and 4. Okay, let's go back to the other one. No. Okay, them are your answers. Got that? Good. Let's move on. Okay. If anybody wants to slow the lesson down, you can always just pause the video. Stop the video, stop the lesson. Okay, Emily has these coins. How much more money does Emily need to make exactly £5? Let's work out the values of these coins first of all. So, please help me please here. 50,
60, 70,
70,
90,
90, and that's £1.90. £1.90.
£1.95.
£1.95. So far we have £1.95. This is the calculator paper. So folks, please use your calculators. You want to get to £5? So on the calculator, type in this. Well, like you can't type that in.
£5.
So 5, just type in 5 minus 1.95. And the answer we get to that, Ruqayya, is, you need to press the SD button. Okay? And the answer is
£3.25.
£3.
And then
Okay, can we do the calculation? How can you get 25?
£3.61 over 20.
Okay, press the SD button.
Where's SD?
S and D button. Please show him. Down, what do you get now?
3.05.
3.05. There's a button on your calculator that looks like, yeah, that's the button on your calculator. You press that button to change your fractional answer into the correct decimal answer. Okay, have you all discovered the button here? S to D?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Good. So the change, so how much money does she need to make exactly £5? The answer is £3.5. So in this box over here, write down £3.5. Okay, are you all happy with that? Layla, are you happy with that? Good. Up. Because Nisha has 35p coins and 20 10p coins. How much money does she have altogether? Okay, so 35. So 30 times by 5. And, the and means the plus, 20 10p coins.
So then count in brackets.
Okay, these ones you can put brackets if you like. But if you don't want to put brackets, you don't need to put brackets. Because the calculator will know that to do these parts first anyway. The calculator knows bod mass as well. So it will do automatically the multiplying parts first. Okay? If you feel more comfortable, please don't feel free to put brackets here and here. Okay, what's the answer you got for that?
350.
350? 350. So now that's given us 350p. And the answer, Ismail, is in pounds. Okay. Does anybody here know how we change pence into pounds? Amber? How do we change pence into pounds? We put this point at the end and then divide by 100, yes? So the answer is £3.50. Okay? Nice straightforward calculation. Let's work this out. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, Nisha says when you half any number, any even number, the answer is always an odd number. Is she correct? Circle yes or no. So we need to try some even numbers. So let's, for example,
14.
okay, if you do, for example, 4 and we divide it by 2, that gives you 2. So that's correct. She's right there. Okay, if we start with 8 and we divide that by 2, that gives you 4. So she's still correct. Now give me numbers where she's not correct.
14 divided by 2.
No, just try.
Okay, now she goes, the answer is always an odd number. For the odd number part here, this part here, these ones are even numbers. These are even. So actually, these particular ones here, she's not correct here. Okay, I said these were correct. No. These ones here, she's got even numbers. She's saying that you always get odd. When do you get odd? Here. So we've done 3 examples. And 2 of ours we get even and 1 we get an odd. So she goes, you always get an odd. Do you always get an odd?
No.
No, you get odd sometimes, you get even sometimes. So the answer to that question is?
No.
No. Okay, so circle no here. circle no. Explain how you know. So I would put these 3 examples over here. Put them into here. Okay? And the answer will be sometimes we get an even answer and sometimes we get an odd answer. Write that to comment down as well. So copy these calculations into your bubble part and write down sometimes, as you can see, we get an even answer, sometimes we get odd. So she's not correct. She goes, you always get odd. Okay, are we happy with that question, folks? So have you made a little comment about Layla at the end of that? Sometimes you get odd answers, sometimes you get even answers. I've pointed examples. Okay, let's get rid of Nisha. Let's move on to question number 9, please. Okay, here are 4 labels. Okay, write each label in the correct position on the sorting diagram below. Let's take it up a bit more. Let's get this up here, please. That's lovely, that's beautiful. Okay, now, what kind of numbers are here? Okay.
Multiples are 9 and...
Are all of these multiples of 9?
No.
Yeah?
Yes.
So all of these are multiples of 9 in this column going down. Okay.
And those called even.
So multiples of 9 have been used up. Okay, now, what kind of numbers are these with ending in the 2, 4, 6 and a 4?
Even.
These are called even numbers. Okay, excellent. Now, so we use those ones up. So which ones are not even? The bottom ones, numbers ending in 5, 3, 9 and 5 are not even. They are called odd, but the label is not even that we're going to use here. So what's left? What's left? Excellent, that's what we want left. Not multiples of 9. Okay, are we happy with that, folks? It's all making sense? Let's quickly move on to the next question, please. You copy that down? Okay. Alright. It says shade 1/5 of this shape. Okay, what does the 1/5 mean to us? Amber, explain to us. 1/5 means out of every 5 we need to shade 1. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shade one of them. This is one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shade one of them. So you can't 5 shade one in. Can't another 5 shade another one in. Does it matter where we shade them in, Yusuf? Can be anywhere, but that's just how we're talking about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We shade the fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
Or you could do 1/5 of 10.
Yeah. Or you could do 1/5 of 10 blocks, which equals 2, which is 10 divided by 5. That if you manually work it. I'm explaining to you pictorially in the diagram how do you understand it. Okay, lovely. You all got that? Leila, you got that down? You happy? Have you got the answer? Okay, let's move on to the next question, please. Ben makes this design on the grid, which is, okay. He rotates the grid to a new position. Okay, yeah, that's it. Don't take any more. Shade in the missing parts of the design. Now, if you look at the shape here, that's the bit that's touching the edge, yeah? Now that part's gone from there to, and look at my finger, it's gone from there to there. So we're going to get this shape here, and we're going to rotate the shape how many degrees? 90 degrees anti-clockwise. So we're going to think, how would the shape look like 90 anti-clockwise? So the shape goes like this. So from there, that's the part that's touching. So if you turn that around, there's the part. Where's this part going to be?
There, and then it's upwards.
There. We have it here, yeah? And then where's it going to be?
It's going to be on the next block.
Okay.
This one.
This way?
That way.
Yeah?
No. Yeah.
Because we got like this, isn't it?
Look here. It's a tick, basically.
Okay. Okay, so when we turn the shape around, we'll get another tick, isn't it? Okay. So that we are getting a shape that will be that's right.
You just do that.
So we carry on. Which way do you carry on?
Yeah, that way. Adding the door.
And?
Yeah.
Okay. So the tick follows it behind that shape. Okay, done. Next question. Question number 12. Here are 5-digit cards. Use each card once to complete the statement below. Right, before we go through the statements, Ismail, what does this sign here mean? That means this number here must be something than this one. More than, greater than, okay? Okay, right, yes, Yusuf, this one here. So this number here must be less than this number. And this number here, Ruqayya, must be greater than 7. Okay, let's put some numbers in. Okay, we can only use the cards once. Can we put a 1 there? No. Okay, what should we put there?
6.
6, yeah. What number should we put here?
1.
Okay, we can put a 3. But we can always rub it and change it if you're using pencil. So should we put a 4. Okay, Umber likes a 4, we put a 4 in there. Okay, this number has to be smaller than something 2. So what that be, should we put a 1. 10 is less than what? 23. Something is bigger than 7, the number is 9. Have you used everything once? Okay, sorry about that, folks. Okay, are you happy with those numbers?
Yeah.
Right, let's move on to the next question, please. Right. Ooh. Draw 2 more circles in the grid to make a design that has a line of symmetry. A line of symmetry. Before we're doing rotational, we're turning a quarter of a turn anti-clockwise. A line of symmetry is talking about a middle line where you can fold the shape and it will look like itself. Now, any ideas where we should put the symmetry line? Where should we put the symmetry line? In the middle? They are that? Okay.
We can add 2 more circles.
How many circles have we allowed?
2.
2 more. That line is well wonky. Let's just hope this ruler doesn't fall apart now. Okay. Let's just hope they're going to pull it apart. Oh, okay, lovely. So, right, where's the 2 circles we're going to put in? That's the mirror line. Everything which is, that falls onto there. That reflects there, that reflects there. Where does that one reflect to?
There at the bottom.
Okay, excellent. Zara's indicating that this one here is going to be half a square away, which is in here. That goes there. This one's going to be half one.
In the corner.
Yeah, back in the corner.
Yep.
Okay, lovely. We got all that. Excellent. Thank you very much for that, Zara. Right, let's drop this one out. Move on to the next question. Okay, Emily chooses 2 numbers. She looks well confused. Okay, she adds the 2 numbers together and divides the result by 2. Her answer is 44. One of Emily's numbers is 12. What is Emily's other number? Can we just take it just teeny bit down, please? Is there any more information there? Down. Okay, that's it there. Okay, so just give me one moment while we just put this charger out. Here we go. Right, she adds the 2 numbers together. Here we go. Here's the 2 numbers. She adds them up and divides the result by 2. Her answer is 44. This part here is called what? What do we call this part, Ismail? So we change the English into maths. What do you call it? It is called forming equations. So we're forming an equation from the English itself. Okay, so here's the two numbers we're going to add. We're going to divide it by 2, and then the answer is 44. One of Emily's numbers is 12. So in the first box, I'm going to put 12 in there. Okay, now we need to find this missing number. Okay, right. Does anybody remember the rules for solving equations? First action, second action? Who remembers first action, second action? You haven't done them, have you, Leila? Okay, Leila hasn't done it. You've done them. Khadija, right. So if you want to work out this missing number here, what we're doing to it first, we are adding 12. And then we are dividing by 2. So which is the first action?
That one.
Add 12. Second action?
That one.
So what should we move first?
The second one.
Opposite of divide by 2 is?
Time.
Okay. So 44 times by 2 will give us an answer of?
88.
So 88, let's write the numbers back down again. So we got, take this one off now. 12, add the mysterious number is 88. Right. So Umber, help me in the next part. Now I need to work that number out. What do I do with the 12?
Take away 12.
Correct. Opposite of adding a 12 is minus 12.
Equals 76.
So that gives you
77.
76. Can't get 70. Okay, are you all happy there? I've gone slightly out of the box. Something quite large on the board. Please make sure you try to fit yours in the board. You happy with that? Have we set the question up? Good. Okay, let's forward the page. Okay, right. Question number 15. We've got 10 minutes left. Let's see if we can knock the socks off this paper. We've got, how many questions we got left, Greece? How many questions? Pages?
There's 23 pages. 4 pages.
Okay, 4 pages. Come on, folks. 10 minutes, 4 pages. Let's kill it. Okay. 40 children each choose their favorite flavor of yogurt. This chart shows the results. Okay, first of all, we need to work out the scale. So, Layla, there's 0 and there's 10. How many gaps you have? Don't count the lines, count the gaps. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we split 10 numbers into 5 gaps, Yusuf, what's each gap going to be worth?
2.
2, well done. So 10 divided by 5 gaps gives you 2. So now we're counting to 0, 2, 4, 6. Question goes here, how many children chose lemon yogurt? So 2, 4, 6,
7.
and that's going to be half of a jump. It's 1. So that gives you altogether 7. So how many children chose the lemon yogurt? And the answer is 7 from that one. Okay, leave it there. Just read out to me the next question. Okay, the next question. Zara's going to read out to me, otherwise this is going to end up somewhere else. Go on.
How many more children chose raspberry than plain yogurt?
Okay, but hang on 1 second. Let's see if we can get rid of this for a moment. Take it up now, please. Must stand up. That's it. Good. How many more children chose the raspberry? I've got a free answer. How many more children chose the raspberry than plain? So let's work out raspberry. So raspberry we can choose 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Plain yogurt was plain
4.
2, 4. So now, I don't want the answer. I want to know, what do we do with 16 and 4? Khadija? Take them away. How many more means here, we got the 2 values, so that's 16, take away 4, and that gives us a total of 12. Well done. Thank you. Okay. You got that down? Next question, please. Question number 16. Yes, we don't need to see the picture. Stop. Yeah, lovely. Excellent. Emily, Ben, and Nisha take part in a sponsored swim to collect money for charity. Emily collects £2.75 more than Nisha. Ben collects £15. Nisha collects £7 less than Ben. Whose is the easiest one to work out?
50
Ben.
So Nisha collects £7 less than Ben. What does that mean?
15.
15 take away 7, which is equal to
8.
8. So far straight away, Nisha collects £8 and Ben collects, okay. Now Emily collects £2.75 more than, okay, so what is £8 add £2.75?
£10.75.
Excellent. You don't need a calculator for that, just need a brain. Okay, the question says now, okay Hafsa, altogether, how much money do the 3 children collect? What does that word altogether mean? What do they want us to do with our new totals? They want us to add them all together. Excellent, thank you. So we've got £10.75, add £15, add £8. Do that on the calculators. Those of you got calculators. So let's add them up. 10.75 plus 15 plus 8. You don't need to set them out in a column, no, because we're not adding them manually. We're using the calculator. £33 and? Okay, anybody else got that? You still got that? £33 and? So £33 and 75 pence. I hope you're all happy with that. That was a nice and straightforward question. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, question number 17. This scale shows the dates of floods and the height of the water in the floods. What do we have here again, Ismail? This is called a scale. We need to look at the scale. Okay, Hafsa, I need you to help me. This looks a bit more difficult scale. From 0 to 1 we have gone up by 1. And how many gaps can you see, Hafsa, between 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, what's 1 divided by 5? 1 divided by 5.
0.2.
Don't write the calculator.
0.2.
Excellent, well done. 1/5 is 0.2. If you don't know what it is, by memory, just using the calculator, 1/5. So now we are going up by how many meters?
20 centimeters each.
20 centimeters or 0.2 meters. Well done, thank you for that, Idris. Idris has converted that into centimeters as well. Okay, right, I think we need to take it up a bit. Go on, okay. Right. Because how high was the water in the 1955 flood? So let's have a look. And the one in meters. So 1955 is here. So you got 1 meter, 1.2, yes? Counting in 0.2s, 1.4, 1.6, 1.8. Between 1.8 and 2 is what number? 1.9. Thank you, well done folks. Lovely answer. Beautiful. Okay, right. Is there any more questions on that one?
Yeah.
One more at the bottom.
Okay. Okay, the next question, I'm going to read it out to you because we're going to lose the scale completely. The next question says, how much higher was the water in 1969 than in 1948? So 1969 is that one. And what's the other one? 1948?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look. So we're counting in pointers on there. Yes? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 jumps. And each jump is 0.2 meters. So 9 times by 0.2. Hafsa, what you got for me? Oh.
1.80.
1.8.
1.8.
1.8 meters. Are we happy 1.8 meters?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a quick way of doing it. Just literally count up the amount of gaps in the examination, then times it by 9. So the next answer, we can go up now. So the next answer should be 1.8.
1.8.
Okay, that's the bottom answer. Okay, let's move on to the next question. That should be right. We've got no reflection, have we? Okay, right, let's do it over a bit. Right. The next question, small peaches cost 15p each, large peaches cost 25p each. Emily has £5 to spend on peaches. She decides to buy only small peaches or only large peaches. how many more small peaches than large peaches can she buy for £5? So, first of all, if your mum gives you £5, you go to the shop and you're just going to buy those. How many of those can you buy? What is the, I don't know the answer, what is the calculation?
15,
Okay, yeah.
15 divided by 5.
Okay, no, that's not the calculation, that's just random guessing. Okay.
5 divided by 15.
Okay, so £5 divided by, so we want to find out how many of these 15p's fit into here. So first of all, £5 is how many pence? 500p. So the calculation that we're going to be doing is 500 divided by 15. So that's 500 pence divided by 15 pence. Okay, so don't see the numbers and go mad, oh, it's times, is add, is divide. Think. The question, the thinking part is this. How many of these fit into there? First of all, £5 must be changed into pence. 500 pence. So how many 15s fit into 500? And the answer to that question is?
33.30.
33.
SD equals 0.3.
Is that the answer?
Yeah.
Goes on, yeah? Alright, yeah?
3 or no.
Yes, it does, yes. Okay. That's the answer for the first part. We haven't finished yet. We're just doing our raw calculations. Now, how many can you buy then? So can you buy 0.3 of a peach?
No.
So how many can we actually afford to buy with £5?
33.
Okay, now, how many more small ones than large ones? So we have to do the same style of calculation now for the second one.
But
Okay.
take the 15 off and turn it into a 25.
Correct. So I'm going to do my calculation up here. Can you please do yours in your box? You're copying down now, yeah? I've got more space up here. So I'm going to do 500p, which is the original value, £5. And we're going to divide it now by 25p. Okay. Right. Idris, go for it.
20.
Okay. So we can buy, is it 20 exactly?
Yeah,
Yeah.
20.
Okay, the
away.
question goes, how many more small, so Khadija said that we should take away these two numbers. Ismail, do you agree we're going to take away the numbers? Yeah? Because if you got one's 33, one's 20, you want to work out how much more, you have to minus them. So 33 minus 20, mental math folks.
13.
Well done. There's some brains in this room after all. MashaAllah. Good stuff. Okay, are we happy with that answer? Yeah? So convert the pounds into pence and find out how many of 15p's will fit into there. So 500 divided by 15. We can't buy that. So it's going to be 33 only. Next one. How many 25p's will go into £5? 500 divided by 25. That gives you 20 large ones. How many more? Minus them. Job's done. Beautiful. Let's move on to the next question, please. It's a good exercise for me. So let's go like escape into the wild. Okay. Right. Is that the next question? Take it up. Up to here. Lovely. How much less than 1,000 is that? Okay. I want someone to explain to me what does that mean? How do we write it out? Okay, go on. No.
9.7.
Okay, what do you mean by how much less than that is that? What's the calculation that we write down?
First you figure out 9.7 times by 9.8 times by 9.9.
Okay, and then
And then that answer
subtracted.
take away from.
Okay, right. You give me two steps. That's lovely. How can we do quicker than that rather than work this out further and minus it? Why don't we just do this? 1,000 minus 9.7 times by 9.8 times by 9.9. Okay, this one I want you to use brackets just so you can see mentally that I want to do this first. This number, take away that number. So the question is written 1,000 minus this. The calculator will work out the brackets first on purpose. It'll do that part first anyway. That's just for you to see that this is one sum. Right, who has done that calculation on the calculators? Okay, let's have Amber, go on. We get
58.906.
58 point. Okay, has anybody else got the same answer? Okay, that's the answer. Lovely. Let's move up. Next question, please. Layla, have you got the answer, yeah?
Did you get that?
Okay, let's go up a bit more. Teeny bit more.
Yeah, it was.
Teeny bit more. That's lovely, beautiful. Excellent. My assistant is helping me here. Here are two spinners. P and Q. Do you how many questions you have left?
1, 2, 3, 4. Basically 5.
Okay, never mind. If nobody's right here, none of your points are gone. Here are two spinners P and Q. Spinner P has 4 equal sections. If something has 4 equal sections of all the... If something has 4 equal sections, that means each part is worth what?
A quarter.
Quarter.
Yeah.
If you have 6 parts, each part's worth a sixth. Okay? So Ben spins the pointer on each spinner. For each statement below, put a tick if it is correct, put a cross if it is not correct. Okay, can we go up a bit, please? Up to bit more. That's it. Let's stop there. Ah, beautiful, lovely. How many questions do you have? There just 2 or 3?
No, 4.
4. Okay. Well, let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, right. Ben is more likely to score 4 on spinner P than on spinner Q. Now, what's the probability of a 4 on spinner P? Okay, let's have Mr. Yusuf. You got 1 4 out of 4, so the probability is 1 quarter. So the probability of 4 on spinner P is 1 quarter. Okay, what is the probability of getting a 4 on spinner Q? Let's have Hafsa. You got 6 numbers, and one of them is a 4.
1/6.
1/6. 1/6. Because Ben is more likely to. Now, is this fraction bigger than this fraction?
No.
It isn't.
No. It is. 1 quarter is bigger.
You have 1 quarter, and this is here is 1/6. If you look at the physical representation, a quarter is that big, and that one's less than a quarter.
A quarter is bigger than 1/6.
So they're actually, he says more likely. So is he correct?
Yeah.
Correct. A quarter is bigger than a 6, but just by physically looking at the diagram. Okay, right. What's the next question? Can you read it? Still there. The score on spinner P is certain to be less than the score on spinner Q. Score on spinner P. Okay. This one's always going to be less than this one. No, because if you get a 2 on this one, and you get a 1 on that one, or if you get 3 and a 1, or a 3 and a 2, then you get a 4 and a 3 and a 2 and a 1. So the answer is no, not true. It's not certain. Okay. Right. Just quickly make your paper. Okay, we need to keep the spinner in view. The next question is Ben is equally likely to score an even number on both spinners, spinner P and Q. Now, okay, Yusuf, help me here. Even numbers 2 and 4. So that's 1 quarter and 1 quarter, 1 quarter and 1 quarter. Please don't give me the wrong answer. Is a half. So the probability, the pen's dying on me. The probability of getting an even number is a half for the moment, yeah? On the first spinner. What is the probability of getting an even number on the second spinner? So look, 2, 4 and 6. So that's 1, 2, 3. 3 out of
6.
Now 3 out of 6, when you simplify that, that gives us an answer of a half. Okay, what do you realize about these two fractions? They're both the same. And the question says that is equally likely. Are these two equally likely?
Yeah.
Yes. So I can't see that box at the moment. Can you tick the third box down, please? Otherwise we lose the okay. Okay, the next question, a score of less than 3 is equally likely on spinner P and spinner Q. A score of less than 3. Right, let's rub off what's on the board here at the moment. Okay, what's the probability of getting a score less than 3 here? Less than 3 means 2 and 1. So that's going to be a half chance because it's 2 parts out of 4. Okay? Now what's the probability of getting less than 3 on this one? So that's going to be 2 out of 6, which simplifies down to 1/3. Okay, the question saying here, is that getting less than 3 is equally likely. Is this equal to this?
No.
That's a half, which is 2 quarters. And these 2 6 gives you a third. So a half is not equal to a third. So the bottom one should be a cross. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Okay. All the way up. Change it down. Okay, here's a regular octagon. Sorry about that. Okay, so here's a regular octagon with 2 vertices joined to make the line AB. What is a vertice, Mr. Yusuf?
Corner.
It's a corner, well done. Join 2 other vertices to draw one line that is parallel to line AB. First of all, who knows what the word parallel means? Khadija.
Parallel means that it never meets.
Not just they never meet, but they are always equal distance apart. Okay? So, if you want a parallel line, let's get out our ruler. So where can we draw the parallel line? So, shall we try joining these 2 points? Okay, does that look parallel to you?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, I'm not going to move the screen. What's the next question?
It's another picture.
It's another pic-
There's another square, so you could do on that. There's another octagon.
another picture? Okay, that's good. Right, let's put this one off.
It says that you have to do a perpendicular.
Okay, right. Take it up. Okay, now, join 2 vertices to draw one line that is perpendicular to AB. What does the word perpendicular mean? Put your hand up. Okay, just Idris knows what perpendicular means. Hafsa?
Crosses at 90 degrees.
Crosses at 90 degrees, so is that a right angle to that line? So, we need a right angle, so shall we try something like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. That's not on the exact same.
Does that look like 90 to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, we've got to join 2 vertices. Lovely. Okay, right, next question. Okay. Zara, can you take it up maybe? Oof. Come on. Okay. Right. Alright. Find the multiple of 45. That's crazy. That is closest to 800. I didn't know leaving the room was that difficult. Okay. Find the multiple of 45 that is closest to 8,000. I want to know the technique. What do we do? Mr. Ismail?
It has to do with 5.
MashaAllah. 8,000 divided by 45. What did I give you? An answer of?
1.77.
No.
It is 177.7.
177.777. Okay, but that's not going to sort of work out the actual multiple of 45. What do you do now with these numbers?
177 times 45.
We're going to get this number here, 45. Yeah, so 45 will go into this 177 times exactly. So let's work out what the actual number is. Work that for me, please.
7,965.
7,900
7,600.
7,965, yeah? Okay, lovely. Right. What happened, Idris?
I did it in the wrong box.
Never mind, you did the wrong box. You know what's corrected. Is he okay, Samir? page is 3, fella. Okie dokie, that's done. Next question, please. Okay, n stands for a whole number greater than 10 and less than 20. N stands for a whole number greater than 2. So greater than 10 and less than 20. Greater than 10, less than 20. N stands for a number greater than 2 and less than 10. What is the smallest number that m times by n can be? So m, what's the smallest number that m can be? So m has to be greater than 10. What's the smallest number that m can be? 11. Okay, n has to be greater than 2. Smallest number it can be is 3.
33.
Okay, what is the largest number that m minus n could be? Now the largest number that m could be would be a number just less than 20. 19. And the smallest number that n could be would be 3.
The largest.
You know, because to get the largest difference you need a big number and a small number. Because the largest number that could represent. How do we get a largest difference? To get the largest difference we need a big number and a very small number. So that's the biggest number n could be. What's the smallest number n could be? 3. So 19 minus 3 is 16. Let's go on to the next question, please, folks. Last question. Your parents will be happy to know. The perimeter of a square is 72 centimeters. Somebody tell me something that you know about a square. Hafsa.
All sides are the same.
All the sides are the same. So this side, add this side, add this side, add this side gives you an answer of?
72.
So 72 is the perimeter. The perimeter is the distance around the shape. So if I call this side x, so 4 lots of x is equal to? Hang on, don't shout at the answers. You don't have an interest in answers, we're interested in technique. So 4 lots of this length, or 4 lots of x is 72. So, Amber, how do we work out x? How?
72 divided by 4.
Excellent. Opposite time by 4 is divided by 4. 72 divided by 4 is equal to? 18. So now we know that x is equal to? Okay, so we have now established from the word perimeter and 72 and the properties of a square that each length is now 18. So we have to get that there divided by 4 because it's 4 lengths. Okay, the square is cut into half to make 2 identical rectangles. What is the perimeter of one rectangle? Take it back down there. What is it?
54.
Over there. That's it. Over there. Now, we got to work out the perimeter of one rectangle. Now, if this is 18 and we chop it into half, what do you get?
14.
9.
9. Some random mad answers. Half of 18 is 14. Half of 18 is 9. And this one, do we chop this one?
No.
No. So that's also 9 and that's also 18. Can somebody work out the perimeter of this for me now, please? So it's 18 add 9 add 18 add 9. 18 add 9 add 18 add 9 is equal to?
54.
54. Done. Is that it?
Yeah.
Everything done?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay. Before everybody leaves their seats, please, can you, Amber, you don't need to take anything with you, you can go. Okay, let's, right, before everybody gets someone starts walking from the camera, can we just, okay, that's the end of the session, please, folks. Join us next week for another video.